Hello to a new episode of the podcast The Body Heals Itself with me, Jessica Rebecca, as your host. And so, as the podcast is called The Body Heals Itself, I would love to share something so incredible with you today, which blows my mind, which I'm so grateful for, and which is just really the essence of the body heals itself, like the message that is so clear for me to share. And maybe I want to start here and stress that I don't believe in the body just heals itself by it actually does, when you cut your finger, it heals itself without actually doing a lot. Like, it knows how to heal itself. It grew this body by its, it just knows what to do. But what I want to share today is really more personal, also regarding my physical body pain and discomfort. So just my biggest wish for years, my biggest desire for years was just waking up in the morning and feeling good. I just wanted to feel good and alive, and I woke up, but I used to wake up and felt already tense and maybe in pain with my shoulder or bloated or whatever. I just felt so uncomfortable in my body, and there was real physical pain and also illness. And one of the biggest things that was also present for me was when I stepped into womanhood. So when I got my first period, I was in so much pain. I couldn't stand up. It was painful period. But the more awful part of this was that I had such a big depression. Always when I had my period, I couldn't get out of bed. I really, I wanted to die. I was suicidal when I had my period. It was just, oh my gosh, so awful. And there are different factors that feed into this. So what was that? How old was I? 11, 12 years old. I honestly don't remember the exact age, but I have this image in my head when it happened. And I also want to stress here that in the household I grew up in, we spoke openly about these kind of things. Not very free or whatever, but we talked about it very openly. I knew I could share it. And also with my grandma, such a different generation. She was always so vocal about her period and how it just flows so heavily in our family and everything. And this not only at home, but also when we were out for lunches and stuff. She was talking about this loudly. So there was kind of no shame around it, you would think. But when I share this now and I reflect back, there was so much shame for me around my period, sexuality, sensuality, whatever, even though I had a place to talk about this at home. And I know for a lot of women that wasn't the case. So I just want to stress here, even though you may grow up in a household where there is more talked about it, or you talk about it, you're informed, not only on a physical level, but on a deeper level, there's still so much trauma involved and this collective shame we carry within us. So there are really collective things we carry. I don't want to say wounds here, just collective stories we carry. And I believe, so we carry it in our system, hence we carry it in our body. And especially when it comes to the physical aspect of our period, our bleed. And so coming back to this, that I just had so much pain and was in such depression, I just really, really wanted to die. It was awful. Even thinking back now, it hurts me how bad it was. And so saying that, I had the kind of, talked about it openly, but at the same time, my mom wasn't stable emotionally to handle that. I didn't feel like I had an emotional support for the bigger things. She wasn't able to handle this or whatever. And also in general, like on the outside, I didn't feel like I had a support. Like I felt that I was like a parent in my family, like I was a caretaker, like I had to be the strong one. And so when I had then though these periods, which were so painful and awful, and with this depression, like really, like as my mom was so open about these things, she also went like early on to like the gyno with me. He was a man, which I actually didn't feel discomfort around it at all. I had a woman for a while, and now I have a man again, and I feel much more comfortable with a man. I don't know why, but they just, I don't know, they make me feel comfortable, even though you could argue they don't know what's going on with a female body. It was still fine, so this wasn't an issue at all. But when I went there, he described me the pill. Like he was like, okay, we need to manage that, like from a hormonal aspect, he thought. He gave me the pill. He also gave me some natural herbs, which I can't recall the English name now, but it's called Johanniskraut. It's like against depression naturally. You shouldn't go into the sun then a lot. But yeah, the pill was the main thing. And it started with the pill, and then I got the 3-month injection as a contraception method. And it wasn't that I had intercourse, like that I had sex. It was really to manage my pain and my depression that he described me this medication, this very strong medication. Like with the injection, I didn't get my period at all. Like I wasn't bleeding anymore. And I felt good. Like I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it feels good. And I was so thankful for it. And I had it for years. I don't think I had my bleed for 8 years or longer. And it was just so good. And I'm so grateful for this. I know there's a lot of talk about it, how bad the pill is hormone-wise and everything. And I agree with that. But I'm so grateful for it because I truly believe it saved my life when I didn't have an emotional support. I didn't know what was going on. There was no one there who could truly help me through this, like no explanation. And I just thought, oh my gosh, yes, it's a hormone. Or again, I'm too sensitive and something is wrong with me. So I'm so grateful for the pill, and also that he actually described it to me, because I truly believed it saved my life. And for years, I kind of didn't really think about it. And then after the 3-month injection, I got the coil, like not the copper one, but like the 3-year one, which still had a little hormone, but like placed only in the womb area, which also felt so good. And right, but yeah, so I'm just so grateful for that. And however, so this is not the story I want to tell you about, that the body heals itself, because obviously it wasn't healed. There was a lot of pain, discomfort there. And so the more I started to work with my body's sensations and becoming also aware of the stories, the fears, the more I got safety within, the deeper traumas were revealed to me. And it wasn't even doing womb work. It was just in general sensations. For me, it's mostly like in this area, but also like shoulders, different areas. So it's not even in the womb area specifically. Not at all. Actually, like where my biggest trauma came up, which was related to that, was actually in this area. And so the more I felt all these things, I suppressed and numbed with the pill, with all the contraception I took, and like even bigger medications. When I used to have headaches, I took headache pills because it was so awful. Like I numbed and suppressed it with this, but I also numbed and suppressed it with food, with alcohol, with binge watching TV, just numbing myself out, or also excessive sport. Like the more I allowed myself to feel this and not numb it anymore, but to get comfortable in this discomfort. So I didn't have the depression or the menstrual pain, but there was so much discomfort in my body. And the more I allowed it to be here, to work with it, by sitting with it, to inquire it, the deeper layers were revealed to me. And so it wasn't only my own trauma that surfaced around sexual assault, but what really truly came to me through a somatic inquiry session, which was psychedelic as fuck, like crazy, like what I saw and witnessed, this darkness, and what was revealed to me was like this bleeding pussy in my heart space, which was just so much pain. Oh my gosh. But like feeling it in a safe space, being witnessed in it, being seen in it. And it was like staying in this pain, feeling it. It was like I was at home sitting on my couch doing this session with my guide, and I thought I'm gonna die. I was really like, this is the most awful thing ever. Like I was sitting on my couch at home, safe, but I felt I was dying. And like feeling through this without any influence from the outside, like just being seen and witnessed, letting my body show to me what I needed to see, what I needed to feel, being witnessed in it, being seen with compassion. Oh my gosh. And like then it was like the pussy that got revealed, which was bleeding, and it just was also like so collective, like this knowing. And already within this session, I could feel everything shift in my reality, in my body. And then even the days after, everything, I don't know how to describe it, but it just felt so out of place. It felt just so different. Like I felt so soft. Oh my gosh, I felt so soft, but I didn't feel uncomfortable in it, because when I used to get soft, I was always afraid. I needed to I need to protect myself, but I couldn't even protect myself. It was just like this new way of being. And also after the session, like the session just kept on giving, like in dreams, that this came up where I felt the fear again, and every night the dreams shifted. And so this was a big momentum when it comes to healing. And I believe very much it is connected to the menstrual pain and depression. And then I started to lean more into this softness, like more things just came up. But this was like the biggest pain I wasn't even aware of I had. Like I wasn't aware of this sexual assault, and I actually questioned it for a long time if this really happened. But this is not the point. This can be so for another episode. What I really wanted to say is like feeling like the pain that is stored in the body. And it doesn't matter if the story is true or not, this pain was stored within me. So I believe it's part of me, but it's also like this collective pain, like this not feeling safe with men, but it's just stored in my body. And so this was like the biggest thing. There were like smaller things as well, like all that pain where I didn't feel seen at home or safe at home, and created this by feeling this, allowing myself to feel it. And there was like one inner child, that didn't feel safe, or like one inner teenager. No, there were like different path situations. They just needed to come up and like be felt and seen, like this pain that is stored in the body, the grief, the anger, all needed to be felt so deeply. And this happened actually in a very short amount of time. So it wasn't this huge 10 years of therapy. No, it was a couple of months, really, where the biggest things started to come up. The more I created this safety within myself, as I allowed myself to feel, and I knew I could feel it and hold myself in it, was this safety created. And so I just felt more this calling of I need to let go of the coil. Like I just wanted to bleed again. I wanted to feel like a whole woman again. I felt like through all this, what I felt through my body, I was ready to step into my whole, or I stepped into my whole womanhood, but my bleed was missing, which I felt is so sacred. And so it took me a little while to book the appointment to take it out, but I just then somehow just intuition came, like, okay, now's the time. And it's okay. It doesn't need to be right away. You don't need to push yourself to do anything. Like your inner wisdom, like again, your body, and like I feel also like signs from the outside will tell you when it's the right time. That doesn't mean that fear is gone to do it, but fear was still present when I made the appointment to take it out. I was fearful that this depression pain come up, and I was actually prepared for it. Like I didn't think that I would take it out and I will feel good. But oh my gosh, I felt Like when I took it out, the next few days, my womb felt so empty, which was very interesting. But then, like when my first period came, it came so beautifully, like a full bleed, very strong. And it just felt so good. I didn't have any pain. Yes, I was tired, but I could lean into it. But there was no depression, no pain, nothing. It was just being soft and open, like a woman, like letting go. And I think that's again what it comes to. By feeling, we let these things go. Like when we bleed, we let go. We allow ourselves to be in that. Like it's still a bit of a discomfort when you have a bleed. So again, leaning, allowing this discomfort to be here. And so by me allowing myself to feel these pains, these fears, the grief, the anger, whatever it is that is stored in my body, and it wasn't literally stored in my womb, it was stored everywhere in my body. I truly believe like through feeling and alchemizing this, now I have like the most beautiful period. It was like from the first time on, it was so accurate, like just like the same time it should come, no pain, no discomfort. I'm like in awe of my body, how it healed itself from that pain and that depression. It didn't need outside medication, it didn't need outside things. Like, yes, I had the medication, but that wasn't healing. That was numbing, suppressing, managing it. But just like my body knew what to do, it always knew what to show me, what to let me feel. It wasn't me taking ayahuasca to get into this emotion. It wasn't taking LSD. It was just my body actually then having psychedelic experience, because our bodies are like, we are living, breathing plant medicine. And it's so beautiful, and it's so in awe and so grateful. And I was like, oh, can I share this? But I have to share this because I desire so much for women to feel through their body, because I know how much we store in it and how we can heal it, like from really physical pain and illness. And so then we get into these things that are stored in our body, within ourselves, like we really activate the self-healing capacity of the body again. There doesn't need to be a huge transmission or ritual. It's just for you to allow your body to be here and not see it as an obstacle, but it's a portal. Like your body isn't failing you. And this comes up over and over again. I believe the more we allow ourselves to feel, the more we allow ourselves to soften, the more we feel and sense again through the body. And so I'm going to be very honest here. At the moment, like this week and also today, my body is tired, it's tense, it's raw, it doesn't feel good. It feels like, oh, my body is failing me. And I could get into the story like, oh, why is this happening? Why am I so weak? Why am I so sensitive? I could go into, oh, it's the new moon, whatever. And I believe there are like things that amplify these feelings, but can I allow myself to be in that, to soften into that, and not seeing my body is failing me, but it's inviting me into rest, into sacred rest, and being with this tenderness, because it wants to show me something. And this is so beautiful, and just desire for everyone, not only women, to experience that, because we don't, yes, I'm pushing myself a little bit to work, but not a lot. Like I give myself much more rest because I'm listening to my body. And I know then it will heal itself. And I don't need to go into analyzing, thinking, oh, I need to eat this and that to feel good again. I need like supplements, whatever. Yes, maybe I feel like I need some supplements. Maybe I need specific food. And I do sense that what I need, and like really, really need, not what I think I need. Like I know what my body needs. And just coming to this, surrendering into this discomfort of my body being tense and a little in pain, and my heart being tender. Not getting into the story of, oh my gosh, my body is failing me, it's in pain, why is my body doing that, why is this happening to me, but what is it inviting me into? And so podcast is called The Body Heals Itself. I just had to share this story, and I will come back to this again and again, because I'm in awe still, like how this happened as around my bleed, my period. Because there were other miracles, but this one I really, really, truly didn't think that this would be the case like it is now. And it's so beautiful. So I would love to hear from you if you have similar stories, or if you're going through this. I'm always here to listen to you. And also, if you feel like someone can benefit from this, please share, like, comment. And thank you so much for listening.